Hey there everybody, I'm Zigor Campos and today I'm going to talk about the greatest pitchers duel of all time. So, the Milwaukee Braves and the San Francisco Giants were facing up against each other on July 2nd, 1963. Sandy Koufax was about to win his first ever Cy Young Award, the first of three actually that he would end up winning. In Candlestick Park in San Francisco, California, in front of 15,921 fans, in a game that lasted over 4 hours and 10 minutes. Juan Marichal took the ball against Warren Spahn. So we had a young, hot pitcher in Juan Marichal, 238 ERA. He was 12-3, and he was 25 years old, coming up against a veteran like Warren Spahn. He was already 42 years old by the time this game took place. He was also having a pretty good year, he was 11-3 with a 3.12 ERA. We had very good lineups. We had the Braves with Hank Aaron, some guy called Hank Aaron, I don't know if you've ever heard of him, and Eddie Matthews, another guy, I don't know if you've ever heard of him, just for a few examples. And of course in the Giants lineup you had guys like Harvey Keane, Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, and Orlando Cepeda. So here's the big thing. These two guys went out on a masterful duel between two brilliant pitchers. But what people don't seem to remember that much is that this was a stylistic matchup, talking about pitchers. You had Warren Spahn pitching to contact. It was a masterful performance from Spahn just by pitching to contact. Meanwhile, Marichal got a few more strikeouts than Spahn. It was not a big strikeout day considering the innings he pitched. However, he struck out way more guys than Warren Spahn. So the thing here, Warren Spahn was coming in as, a former Cy Young Award winner. He was the Cy Young in 1957, just the second pitcher ever to win the Cy Young Award behind Dodgers' Don Newcomb in 1956. He would end up throwing 201 pitches. 201 pitches, I mean, what the hell is that? But wait, Juan Marichal just told him, hey, hold my beer and watch this. He threw 227 pitches. So let's take a look at the lines between for these two pitchers. Warren Spahn, first off, he pitches 15 and a third innings, allows 9 hits, 1 run, which was earned, 1 walk, struck out 2, and gave up a home run. Of course, this game finished on a walk-off home run by some guy, I don't know if you've heard of him, his name was Willie Mays, in the bottom of the 16th inning with 1 out. So Juan Marichal actually completed the 16 innings, allowing no runs, 8 hits, walked 4, and struck out 10. He threw 227 pitches. Jesus Christ, how the hell do you even do that? I believe his arm was falling off at the end of the day. I don't know. He probably required like a bionic arm after the game or something like that. So let's take a look at this guy's game scores. Warren Spahn had a 97 game score, which is pretty freaking high. Once again, Juan Marichal says, hold my beer and watch this. His game score, 112 points. Yeah, that's a huge number. Of course, innings pitched. If you pitch a lot of innings, your game score is going to go high. Because in case you don't know the formula for game score for pitchers, you start with 50 points, you add 1 point per out, you add 2 points per inning pitched after the 4th inning, so 5th, 6th, 7th, that's 2 points per inning. 1 point per strikeout, 2 points are deducted per hit allowed, 4 points are deducted per earned run allowed, 2 points are deducted for unearned run allowed, and 1 point is deducted if you walk a hitter. So 97 and 112. I mean, imagine having a game in which you have a 97 game score, close to 100, and you lose the game, and you also have a lower game score than the other guy, because the other guy, I mean, and by quite a bit actually. because the other guy had a 112 game score. How the hell do you get a 112 game score? By pitching 16 innings of shutout ball and striking out 10 guys in the process. Now, of course, if you take a look at the innings pitched, I mean, that's not a lot of strikeouts. Of course, you have so many outs right here. I mean, that just getting 10 strikeouts, well, doesn't seem like much, but it's still 10 strikeouts. I mean, Warren Spahn pitched 2 outs less and he struck out 2. So it was freaking brilliant. It was a masterful performance from these two guys. At the end of the day, of course, one guy unfortunately had to lose. But, I mean, imagine just that, throwing 201 pitches just to lose the game. Well, if you look on the bright side for Mr. Warren Spahn, he would, he would go on to be one of the greatest pitchers ever. I mean, he was already one of the greatest pitchers out there in 1963. But it was 4 hours, 10 minutes. I mean, it's crazy, you know. Nowadays, with an offensive approach in baseball, a 4-hour, 10-minute game in 16 innings, I mean, a 16-inning game would never last 4 hours and 10 minutes. There are 9-inning games that last 4 hours and 10 minutes because of how offensively minded the game has become and how dumber it has become. I have a video on that, you should go check it out. Baseball is getting dumber. So, of course, the game ends with a home run by Willie Mays. Some guy called Willie Mays. He's walk-off home run in the bottom of the 16th inning with 1 out against Warren Spahn. So you have the 3 big guys in this game were Warren Spahn, Juan Marichal, and Willie Mays. Jesus Christ. And of course, if you look at the lineups, they were stacked lineups. They would absolutely kill anyone nowadays. Except for the Astros in case they are cheating. But I mean, you have Hank Aaron, you have Eddie Matthews. I mean, Hank Aaron didn't hit a home run in a game. How often did that happen throughout his career? He has the most home runs by a player without using steroids. You had Eddie Matthews, and of course the Giants lineup. You had Harvey Keene, you have Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, Orlando Cepeda. I mean, and these 2 guys, Warren Spahn and Juan Marichal, absolutely dominated these very, very solid lineups. Of course, the interesting thing here might be the stylistic thing. One guy with 10 strikeouts, the other one with 2. Warren Spahn, I mean, was a masterclass in pitching to contact. Meanwhile, Marichal had more of a powerful approach, and the power guy ended up winning. But of course, Marichal threw 26 more pitches than Spahn, 227 to 201. So there you have it. That's the greatest pitchers duel of all time. One of the craziest games ever. One of my favorite games of all time. And yeah, I mean, one of the craziest box scores to look at, because there are so many good players with bad days that right there, because they were just dominated. I mean, 2 guys dealt, and that's what happened. I mean, 4 hours and 10 minutes in a 16-inning ball game. How often do you see that? So yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Hope you like, comment, share the video, subscribe, and of course, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.